Hello everybody. Video I'll be making today is going to be with the Glock 27 Gen 4. Just going to do a little review of it, kind of what it looks like, features, the stuff that I've done to it, what I have with it. I've owned the gun for about 8 months now. It's pretty much mostly my everyday carry gun. I have a G23 model, but I prefer to carry this one for concealed carry at least. Um, so some of the things that I've done to this gun, I did research before I bought it, and a lot of people said, oh, when you can only get two of your fingers on it, that's all the grip that you got. You don't have this. I mean, honestly, getting the two fingers on there, I mean, it's really not that bad. You're able to get a nice, grip on the gun, especially with the Gen 4s. They got this real nice texture right here. I mean, and it really is. I mean, it is really grippy. But real quick, we're just gonna safety check the gun. There it is, open. But the two, you can kind of, not really, you can kind of get your finger on where the magazine hangs out if you can get a good look at that. But you can kind of get around it. But honestly, it's not bad at all. Just having the two fingers on there, you get a really nice solid grip. It's not bad at all. But I did, however, buy the pinky grip extension here. Now this is the Pierce grip model PG2664. Yep. I got this on eBay for $9 and some change. It does this particular model here. It does have the actual, it's textured to the same. You can see there, but if you hold it up, same texture. It is a little bit dark. It's almost like the actual gun has more of almost like a gloss finish to it. This is kind of flat. It doesn't have that shine like that does, but now the one thing that I did have to do when I got this grip extension on here was it did pinch my finger, right through here, because the way my hand was sitting on there, it was, it's kind of right there. When you're bringing your pinky across, you're gonna kind of grip the gun. It's gonna kind of move whenever it recoils and everything. But it was pinching my finger right in between that little gap right there, because it would move. But I took some light, like 100, or not 100 grit, but 800 grit sandpaper, kind of sanded it down in between there. And I don't get, my pinky doesn't get pinched anymore. However, my girlfriend that shoots it, she still does get pinched. Obviously, there's no pinching with the regular, but like I said, I did have to do some slight modification on that just to get it to stop pinching my finger. Honestly, once I got it to quit pinching, I love it. I really do like. If I'm carrying this gun, just out of the house, not to work or anything like that, I will carry it with the grip extension. Obviously, the concealability is going to be less. That is more of a mass at the end of the gun. So this does kind of print out. If you're a smaller or a slimmer fit person, this is gonna stick out just a little bit. But honestly, I really do like it. Another thing I do like about the gun is the exchangeability of the other 40 caliber Glocks. So just for instance, we're going to take this one out, and right here I have this is a factory Glock 23 magazine. So that is the compact 40 caliber. Right here is this magazine. So you can just take it. There you go. I've literally shot it several times with this magazine. The only time I've ever had trouble is the only time it's ever jammed using these magazines when I shoot it is I was shooting 180 grain and it had a failure to feed on the very last bullet out of this magazine. So, I mean, it's a bigger magazine, so I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure it was the ammo I was shooting. It literally was the cheapest stuff I could find. But that's another thing I do like. I mean, you can carry as maybe a backup magazine. You can, I mean, carry one of these. I mean, so that is pretty beneficial. The next thing that I did was I actually, if you look closely here at the bottom of this gun, right here, I did trim out the frame. I'll put a close up here. I did do a trim out of the frame. Let's get the focus here. If you notice, it is significantly thinner, or it has more of a rise than factory. So that was another thing that I did. Now I do like it. I like shooting the gun more. Actually, it feels a lot more comfortable there in your hand. I did it with very, very fine sandpaper, so it is very smooth. I mean, I like it just because, you know, you can get that higher grip up on the gun. It makes the two fingers that you do have, it does impact a better grip on them. I mean, you're able to get kind of under, you know, that trigger wheel, and I mean, I like it. But I'll go ahead and break the gun down here real quick. It's real simple. I'll show you all kind of like a close-up on how to do that. Again, gun is clean. I'll show that. Now, trigger. This is the easiest way to do it. Trigger, you know, make sure the gun's clean. Trigger, bam. And I just kind of take it, you know, wrap my fingers. I kind of use the backside as leverage a little bit. But all you got to do, you know, is just kind of squeeze it. And it doesn't have to go back very far. You know, just that much is good. And you got this little notch. And you got that little notch right there. You just got to take them. And they're spring loaded. So you just take them and, you know, push them down. They'll slide down. And then basically what this does is when you push it down, it allows the slide to go forward, so it's kind of like a lock. So you'll feel it, you know, if you just, you know, scoot it off the lock just a little bit, pull it down, scoot it forward, it'll come right off. And just like normal there. There's the inside of the gun. I'll give you guys some close-ups. Like I said, this is basically my everyday carry gun. And here's some up close of the slide. Does have some fingerprints on it, but that's okay. Here's the inside of the slide here. Real nice. And here's the barrel. The barrel I did polish myself. Basically, I did. You can look it up on YouTube. There are a couple of videos on how to do it. It's very easy. It's time consuming, but it's easy. Basically, you just soak it in vinegar for a couple of hours. I soaked mine longer than a lot of the other people were. I soaked mine for 12, or actually more close to 11 hours. And then you just, polish it right off. Here's the guide rod. But that's how it breaks down there. It's really easy also to break down the innards of the gun too. Essentially, the multiple backstrap system, there is a little plug right there, and you take your little tool, you dab it out, and that'll you basically just lift up on this. This is the extractor here, or the ejector rather, and you just lift up and it'll come right out, and the whole you got to make sure you got these two plugs out as well. These are kind of tough to get out, so you do whenever you're doing it, just a quick tip is try pulling the trigger out like that, and you'll notice the trigger will have a little bit of play in it, because once you get it off of here, it will have a little bit of play, and you kind of gotta mess with it a little bit, because these pins in here are grooved in the centers, so you gotta like get them over the little groove for them to come out. The first time that I ever broke the gun down, it took me probably 5 minutes of just constant, wiggling it around, trying it this way just to finally get it out. And it still does take me a little bit of time. I mean, every time I go to break the gun down like that. Another thing that I did like about the Gen 4s is the larger magazine release. So, I mean, it is really easy. I kind of have longer fingers, so it's easy for me just to kind of get my finger across there. I can't really hit it with right there at the joint of my thumb, but I mean I really do like it. It feels for some reason, it just feels more sturdy than a Gen 3 with the smaller. And then to put the gun back together, it's very easy. Just gonna take this slide and put it in there. Guide rod. That's that. Line up the little. Just gotta line it up. There it is. It's just. But if you guys are, like this video or want to see others, I do have another Glock 23 model, like I said earlier, and if you want to see some videos of that, like or comment, subscribe. I'll probably be making another one anyway, just if I have some free time. But like I said, comment, if you want to see anything specific. If you want to see a full breakdown, I can most certainly do that. I can do it in detail. If you would like, just let me know in the comments, either on this gun or the Glock 23. Any questions? But thanks for watching my videos. Have a great day.